Hey guys, it's Brian the Shaving Geek here with another episode of My Shave of the Day. Had a great shave today. Excited to tell you about it, so let's get right down to it. Today for my brush, I got out a brush that I have not used, I don't believe, since I started doing my Shave of the Day videos. And that is my Neep custom Lionhead brush. Now, let me just say a little bit about this brush and how I came to acquire it. This brush, as I said, was made by Neep, and this is made out of Kenyan soapstone. And what Rod does is he goes to this village in Kenya, and he will buy soapstone from the villagers there at a fair price. And in this instance, he bought, I believe it was 7 of these hand-carved lion heads, and then he took them back to the UK where he lives, and he turned them into shaving brushes. And this happens to be one of those brushes. And so he was, I believe, getting ready to make a trip to the village and was trying to raise some funds. And so he put these up at a very good price. And for me, the cause, the story behind it, the look of the brush, I just couldn't pass up on it. And I really, really have been happy with this brush. Now, this brush doesn't get a lot of play in my den for a couple of reasons. First of all, this is definitely being made out of soapstone. It's a very, very heavy brush. The second thing is that this knot is, and I don't even remember what it is, to be honest with you, very, very soft, but it's a little bit floppy for my taste at that point. I'm used to my 1438, which has a lot of backbone, and this just happened to be a pretty floppy brush. And so, because of the fact that it's a bit heavy, it actually is surprising when you hold it like this, with the back of the mane in the palm of your hand and your finger, because it's actually surprisingly ergonomic. So it's not like it's an uncomfortable brush to use, except for the fact that of that weight, and again, the fact that the knot was a bit floppy. And so I would get this out a couple times a year, but I just, it's more of a shelf queen for me. And then, so today I was looking, I said, it's been a while since I've used that brush. Let me get it out and have a go with it. And now that I've been using my Artisan and I've gotten used to that floppy feel, I love this brush. I really, really enjoyed not just the look of it, but I really enjoyed the function of it today. It lathered the soap very easily, and it just felt so good on my face. And even now, it's just so soft. It's as soft as a baby's bottom. Maybe not quite as soft as my Artisan, but boy, is it right up there. And so I just absolutely love this brush. I think you're going to see me getting it out a little bit more now that I've gotten used to that floppy feel of the Artisan. And just really, really happy with this Neep custom Lionhead brush, and that's what I used today. Today, I used a soap that I just acquired in the lot of soaps from Chad Irish, and this happens to be a Razor Rock product, Fresco, or however you want to call it. Out of the tub, this is a really light, faint scent, but it is good. I don't know, there's something about it. It's light and it's fresh, hence the name Fresco. And it's light, it's fresh, but there's a bit of a tang and a bit of a I don't know. I really, really, really enjoy this scent. Now, I do wish it was a little bit stronger. I do really enjoy strong scented soap. And this one is definitely very light. But the notes I pick up on it, I just really enjoy. Now, there's something about it that does remind me a little bit of XXX. I would call this kind of like a distant cousin of XXX. Now, I'm not in love with XXX. I'm more in like with XXX. But this definitely, for me, while I do wish it was a little bit stronger, this scent, to me, is better than XXX. I really, really enjoyed this. And very glad to have it. Now, the performance on this was incredible. As I've come to expect from Razor Rock soaps. Great cushion, great glide. It loaded and lathered easily. No issues whatsoever from a performance perspective. I like the scent. I really enjoy the scent. And I just wish it was a bit stronger. Now, honestly, maybe a new tub of this would be. This is their older style tubs. And I don't know how long Chad had this sitting around at his palatial estate. But maybe somebody can comment below and tell me, hey, a fresh tub of that's a lot stronger. I don't know if the scent's dissipated over time. But the notes that I pick up on this, I really, really enjoy. And I looked it up just trying to find out a little bit more about what notes were in here and didn't really have much luck. And I didn't, spend a whole lot of time, just a couple of minutes. It was described as being fresh and clean. But it's a cheap soap. It's like $6.99, $6, $6.99, somewhere in that area. So definitely, if you're in the market for a fresh, clean scent, check out Fresco. I think you will be very, very pleased with that. Today for my razor, I got back out this gem, and since my last shave of the day, I did some research into it, as I probably should have done before I did my last shave of the day video, and I found out that this is called a gem Featherweight, and my date estimation or guesstimation on this from being from the 1970s was only about 20 years off. This is actually from the early 1950s. And for a razor of that age, it has definitely withstood the test of time very well. And I'm enjoying the shave from this razor. The audio feedback from this is very good. Not as good as my Gem Junior, as I said before, but it's still very good. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about the single edge razors, as I've said before. I just really enjoy that audio feedback. Getting up underneath the nose is a little bit of a challenge. It's something I'm working through with these and trying to, understand what angles I need to approach right underneath my nose. I got pretty good up there today. Didn't cut myself, no weepers, so, that's always a plus. But very, very happy with this Gem Featherweight from the 1950s. And it is loaded with my ARC drugstore blade on shave number 2. To finish up my shave today, I went ahead and I paired the Fresco with my fine XXX by Razor Rock. To my nose, this is definitely a distant cousin to this, although I do enjoy the scent much better. But I do really like the XXX in the aftershave much better than I like the XXX in the soap, as I believe I said in my whenever it was I used that last. So that still held true today. Really enjoyed it. Overall, great shave. To sum it up, my Neep custom Lionhead brush, my Gem Featherweight from the 1950s loaded with an ARC blade on shave number 2, Razor Rock Fresco, fine XXX, 2 passes, and boy, I got just about BBS. That's another thing. These single edge razors, they just get me a nice, wonderful close shave. Only went 2 passes today. And, if I would have done the touch-ups in my trouble areas, I would have been BBS. So, very happy with my shave. This is Brian the Shaving Geek reporting live from my shave den, wishing you a lifetime of happy shaves. Have a great day, everybody.